Whenever you see a homeless person underneath a bridge, walking around downtown Dallas, if you ever have an opportunity to speak with a homeless person, ask them, were you a former foster child? And I would say probably 9 out of 10 times they'll say, yes, I was a former foster child. They all say the same things. They all feel like they don't matter. They were set aside by their own biological parents. Then they felt like they were set aside by the system. And now they're set aside by society. And they feel like they don't matter. Most of them tell me they age out without basic life skills. They don't know how to drive. They don't, in many cases, have their documents. How are you supposed to get a job if you don't have a birth certificate, a social security card, or an ID? We'd love to think that CPS can do it all and help these kids, and we get upset when they age out in these conditions. But you know what? It's not all on CPS. It takes the entire community. It takes you and me. It takes everyone working together to make sure that these children succeed. Oftentimes when people ask me, what can I do to help? The first thing out of my mouth is, become a CASA, a court-appointed special advocate. You guys are angels. And I tear up because I've met so many CASAs, and the foster children who I've met, the ones who make it, are often the ones who had a CASA. Because when they've been moved to multiple different foster homes, the one consistent has always been the CASA. Can you imagine, as a 4-year-old, and I get choked up because I have 4-year-old twins, having to trust someone 15 different times to give you a bath? That's so scary. But to be able to communicate that with your CASA, and to have your CASA overseeing that foster home, talking to the judge, if that CASA sees anything wrong, making sure you are immediately taken out of a bad situation and put in a good situation, they're angels. You guys ask me all the time, what can we do? What can we do? Become a CASA. If you can't volunteer, then donate. If you can't do either of those, ask CASA what you can do at one event to help. Every single child who is aged out of the system, you know what they tell me when our interview ends? Thank you, Cynthia, for giving me a voice.